besties. I'm here to answer all of your questions live on this Q&A. We're going to be talking about what is next for 2024, especially for brands, business owners, solopreneurs, and creatives. Before we get started, I'm going to send this to a few people who I know wanted to jump in, and then we'll dive into questions and the topics that you guys have been wanting to know more about. I hope you all have had a productive week back. I know that it took me some time to get back into the swing of things after the holidays. If we're being honest, I just really enjoy the time off. And you need that. I've been talking a little bit more about like resting and prioritizing rest for creatives this year. And I consider most entrepreneurs creatives too, because you guys are literally like creating a concept that you had in your head and you're making it like real life, which is always a cool thing. So as people join, we'll get started. Oh, hey, what's up, DeAndre? We have not chatted in quite some time, but I'm loving the media that you've had going on. High quality, top tier. If you need a videographer in LA, you should definitely check him out. I think he's in LA now. Hey, Gloria, good to see you. We're going to have a great time. If you do have questions, you can just comment them as I'm going along. What's up, Tori? And then I'll get those answered as well. So the first thing that I've been hearing a lot of questions about is like, how the heck am I actually supposed to grow on social media? Because things have been changing so quickly on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook if we use it, LinkedIn if we're using it, right? It is just one of those things that is constantly changing and it's hard to keep up with. Hey, Cynthia, great to see you. Oh, I've got all of these amazing creative people in my lab today. I'm so excited. So you want to actually take a breather because just doing more of the same thing is not going to help you grow this year. We're going to talk a lot more about social media strategy on tomorrow's live, but what I wanted to share as a quick tip today is that I really want to encourage you guys to focus in on two primary channels, YouTube and hey Esther, how's it going? And TikTok. That's where you're going to see the most growth this year. So what I've been telling people, because we want to have a presence on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn still for that professional look and feel, is prioritize your content creation for like YouTube and TikTok and then repost it everywhere else. The reason that, I sure will, Cynthia, I'll tag you tomorrow. The reason that this is so important is because people want to join you in a journey. They want to have a story that's being told to them. You can have amazing visuals, right? Like you have the best looking, most like popping content, but if it's not taking people through a journey or they're not relating to it, I can find amazing visuals anywhere. So that's something that you really want to think about this year. What's the story you're telling? What's the thing behind the media, right? So that's really what you want to think about and talk about and focus in on. How can you actually speak to people? That's something that I talk with my friends about this all the time because I love a good fact. Like I love a fact. I love learning. I love reading. I love watching documentaries, but facts are like not so relatable. It just is what it is. So if you're telling a story or a personal point of view or perspective, you're going to relate more with people. Gloria just said TikTok is so personable. That's so true. Like you don't have to show up with 30 filters, perfect appearance, perfect aesthetic. We're just being ourselves online. And that's working really well for brands this year. So that's just what you want to lean into, no matter where you're creating content. But the real secret behind why TikTok and YouTube are going to be where you're growing this year, I'll tell you tomorrow. So you have to come back. If you guys have thoughts or questions about that, though, totally just, again, drop it in the comments. So another thing that you should be focusing in on for 2024 is actually how you're marketing your online storefront, which is your website. If you don't have a website, then it would be your primary social media page. But the reality is that it's just a piece of what you do. So if you are posting every day, or you have a website, but you have nothing that anyone else can do about it, right? They can't purchase, they can't jump on an email list, they can't message you, they can't sign up for something. Maybe you're just creating content for entertainment, but if you are, you should still be seeking to monetize it. You should still be seeking to actually give people something to do. So if, for example, you were creating content just to entertain people, like maybe you want to have a humor page, maybe you want to have a funny account. I'll follow it because I love to laugh. If you have a funny account, then you still want to give people something to do, right? You want to give people like, follow, share, send this to a friend. What was your favorite part? Thanks, Tori. I appreciate that. Make sure that you're giving people a way to engage, because we want to be a part of something. We want to feel like we're a part of something bigger than ourselves. Even if you're an innovator, even if you are the leader, even if you're the person breaking ground, you're not doing it to do it alone. So give people a way to communicate with you, to chat with you, to engage. If you're selling something, then you want to make sure that it's easy for them to purchase. Like, if you have 5 steps to send you $5, we have a problem. I'm not going to go through those steps to send you $5. I'd rather Cash App you that money, right? So you want to actually think about how easy it is for people to engage with what I'm doing. And a big way that they can actually do that is through email marketing. So I have had so many conversations with people about emails because it feels tedious. Like, I personally check my inbox a lot, but I'm still thousands of emails behind. If you are that person, right, we're tired of emails, it's not just a sign to throw away the email. It means write something worth opening. Emails are such an amazing way to connect with people because they've said, yeah, you can talk to me. That's a stronger commitment to some kind of relationship with you than just following on social media. Especially as a brand, influencers, if you're selling a service or a product, the people who are on your email list are more likely to purchase and they're more interested in what you're doing. So think about it this way. I could follow you right here on Instagram. I might see a few of your posts. I'll like them if I like them, but I may never really pay attention to you again. But what if I followed you on Instagram and then I got a link in my DM, because you can set that up so that's like automatic, to get something free that I would probably love, or a coupon off of your online store. So I'm going to put in my email and get that thing, and now you can email me. So, oh my gosh, I just followed them on Instagram and they gave me a coupon and I was browsing their store, and then I got this email with their like favorite 5 things to do in January. I'm going to read it because I'm really feeling your brand right now. It's a way to bring people closer into your community and make them more engaged. And that's how most of the brands that I work with are actually seeing like a 30%, 40% higher return on their email marketing versus ad spend or social media. Ads can be highly effective. I am not an anti-ads girl, but I am a very much a build your community and have some systems in place for your business girl before you run ads. So email marketing is going to be huge this year. Even if you have a fun brand, even if you're not selling any like hard physical product, staying in touch with people, keeping them engaged with your brand personality is such an important thing. And then this ties back into your website, because if you have one, even if you have a simple one, like here's a secret, you can, especially for influencers, this is not good for businesses or brands, but if you're an influencer or like a UGC content creator, you can create a free single page style website on Canva. Check it out. You have to have a pro account. The domain is not quite the same, but it's a great starting place. So you should check that out. But if you have a place where people can go and see a full picture of who you are and what you do, they're going to be a lot more likely to want to get to know you more. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, again, drop them below. The next thing that I think you're really going to want to focus in on 2024, I see this all the time. It's funny because Canva is part of the problem, but it can be part of the solution too. If you don't know what Canva is, by the way, it is a free app online that lets you create graphics or like update photos, edit video. It's pretty cool, actually. You should check it out. But what people are doing online is seeing someone who they think is having success. They think, we don't know, because we can't see what's actually happening in their business, right? We just think they're successful. And then we hit copy and paste from their life to ours. I don't know if you've tried this before, but I can tell you that it's not going to work because you don't have their life. So, oh, Tori, that's amazing. Yeah, let's chat about starting an email list for your business because that'll be so powerful for you. I'm going to actually use Tori for this example because she's a great photographer. I actually met her because she was playing acoustic guitar and I was playing keys at a church that we were both going to. Funny story, good times. But she's like to me a fitness influencer now and a great photographer, and I know that you do brand deals and collaborations. So for you, if you were to go and look at another fitness influencer, there's someone I'm following who's obsessed with like combo moves with weights right now because I'm trying to get into this fitness journey. If you were to go and copy and paste her content style into yours, it would feel awkward. If you were creating videos that looked exactly the same as hers and trying to talk like her and be like her, it would feel a little awkward because you're not her. So we can look at things we like that other people are doing. Like I love that she shows me how to do a workout every single day. That's cool. I'm gonna try that move the next time that I'm in the gym, which is probably not gonna be for a while, but I have it in my head. You can take that concept and then make it your own because Tori is always showing us like her workouts and her progress, and it's so inspiring. So taking that concept and making it your own versus trying to imitate it exactly is what you want to do for your brand. You can totally look at what other people are doing. You can totally see like, oh, I love how they did this, but then make it your own. And so that's why I'm saying that things like online graphic design apps like Canva that have templates can be part of the problem, because if you use the template and you keep the colors and you keep the fonts and you don't even update the photos, you're going to look like everybody else using that template. And trust me, people are. But if you take the template you like and make it your own by changing the colors, by changing the way the text looks, by adding some of your own photos, then you're using something that you like and you're making it fit for your brand. So that's what you want to think about when you're like, oh, I love this person's content. You don't have to become them. Be yourself and then use what works. Something else you're going to be seeing a lot this year is if you are consistently creating content and posting online, things are going to work and things are going to fail. So pay attention. Don't be discouraged. Just use it as like, okay, that's a piece of information. Something like, if maybe you like swimming, maybe you don't. You tried it, now you know. So if you try something a few times online and it's not working, stop doing it. Do the things that work. It's very simple. You don't have to internalize this thing as like, oh, I failed as a person, as a human being online because no one liked my post. We all have posts like that. I have posts like that. You can scroll my feed and find them. But then I have posts that did really well. So I'm paying attention to what's working and I'm doing more of that. Any questions so far? Hi, Charlotte. How are you doing? Love seeing all these people come through the live because we want to grow online this year. Like, this is the year to grow your business because it's a new year. Why not? As a recap for those of you who are just coming in, we talked about a few tips on social media where you should be growing this year. I'm going to be digging into that even more tomorrow when I go live, so make sure that you are following and have notifications on so you don't miss it. We talked about the power of emails for your business, which sounds boring, but it's not. And we were talking just generally about being yourself online. I do a lot of this stuff for my clients every single day. Literally, I'm working on strategy, content development, ways that we can grow their business. So I love talking about it with you. I love answering your questions. I'll give you guys just a couple minutes to drop some questions and then we'll wrap this live up, and I'll see you tomorrow to talk even more about what I believe the #1 strategy for success is going to be on social media. We'll talk tomorrow about that. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for popping in. For those who watched on the replay, if you drop your questions, I will answer them either in the comments or in my next live. I hope that you will follow me. I'll follow you back unless you're a fake account, and then I won't. Hit like on this video, send it to a friend who might find it helpful, and we will chat tomorrow about strategies to grow your business on social media. I'll see you guys soon.